Okay, here's the very simple way to put on your wraps. These are the wraps here. Whenever you're doing your wrap, make sure that the knotted side, or the side that has the extra stitching on it, is what's going to be going up against your skin, because that way, when you get done with your wrap, the end of the Velcro strip actually lays down correctly so that you don't have to redo your wrap. So this little thing right here is going to go, that extra stitching thing is going to go against where your thumb is. So this is going to go around the thumb to keep it in place. It's going to go across the body like that. Now the whole purpose of having a wrap is not necessarily to protect your knuckles. There's a little bit of that, but the real purpose of it is to prevent excessive extension or flexion of your wrist when you're performing your strikes, because you don't want this to happen. So that's what this wrap is really for, is to keep the wrist straight. So that's the objective that you want when you're doing your wrap. So once you go through here, around the thumb, your first real anchor around the wrist. Whenever you're going through and doing this, you want to be opening and enclosing your hand. You don't want this so tight that you can't get blood flow through the area, or that you can't make a fist. From here, I'm going to go around again. And now I'm going to cover my wrist like that. And I'm going to repeat that again. And now I'm going to do what's the most important part, which is to protect my wrist. I'm going to go to an angle. And again. And I'm going to keep doing that quite a bit. This is basically what you really want to have happen. Now there's all sorts of people that'll get real fancy and they'll try to get the wrap to go in order so it makes a nice V. That doesn't matter. You want to just get it all wrapped up like that. Multiple times. Again, opening and closing the hand. And once I get to the end here, I'm getting close to the end of my strip. I'm going to go all the way around the wrist so that the fuzzy side of the Velcro is present, so that the sticky part of the Velcro ends up on top of it. And here, I know that I've done it correctly, because my wrist is not necessarily hyperextending. You want there to be a little bit of motion, in particular if you're doing Muay Thai because of clinch work, but not a whole lot. So that's the very basic form of how to do your wraps. There's plenty of other ways to do this, where they go in between the fingers and stuff like that. Feel free to look that up if you want. There's all sorts of different ways that boxers wrap their hands. I'm showing just the very simple way with cloth wraps to keep your wrists safe for the purposes of my instruction and for my videos. All right, thank you, and hope this helped out. Please be sure to check out my channel, Follow Me Exercise, for lots of great workouts and exercise instruction, as well as a whole bunch of Muay Thai cardio workouts. Be sure to subscribe, like, and all the other usual YouTube stuff.